situated 137 miles northeast of Monrovia, 55 kilometers to the commercial city of Contour in Miller County, where law and order was broken down due to corruption. Inhabitants say they have vehemently refused to pay any fees or recognize any payment term as a result of mismanagement and investment of monies previously entrusted into the care of Town Chief Bill. Transparency and accountability in Liberia. Central was engaged in a mediation in England, a town 137 miles northeast of Monrovia and 55 kilometers to Ghana. The mediation centers around restoring law and order amongst the inhabitants. According to the town dwellers, they have refused to pay any fees to or recognize any payment term due to the fact that the money that was previously entrusted to the previous leadership was mismanaged or embezzled by the town chief. Until the money was refunded, the entire town were willing to contribute to any development process through financial contribution. On the 14th of August, Central's team members and 34 persons from the Nengben town, including previous and current leadership, male and females, were invited to a palaver-hut discussion. Every person, including the accused, were allotted the opportunity to express their thought. These are the exact words of the town chief in defending the alleged allegation against him.
Surprisingly, when I come, you see Madara before me, you see people talking about it. I thank God for that. I know that when you ever say older person here, all the other things are being going on, we just dropping.
He said, firstly, he was not a treasurer for this time. He was served as a chief. Okay, he said when he received the money, he actually brought the money back in the general meeting because they used to have community meeting. He said 5 times he brought the money, so that because other people suggested that the money should be like doing outside the people for interest. Okay, so when he brought the money, when they made the thing there, they said that, hey, what I will do is that you guys should take the money and go deposit it at the bank. God for me, I can't save the money, I'm a chief.
Okay.
Okay, every time he brings the money, they will have to tell you, after spending money, after spending the whole day, they will tell the chief is that. Take the money to your house. Okay, when they had the money, the people went, they didn't order him. Alright? But instead, they fire him. Yeah, dismiss him.
Radio 91.5 FM. It runs from 11 to 12 noon and is relayed on Prime FM in Monrovia. It serves as the primary radio-based communication and information dissemination platform of Central. It is a key advocacy tool that provides essential information around the state of the fight against corruption, national integrity building efforts, as well as promotes the culture of accountability, transparency, integrity, and evidence-based decision making across all sectors of Liberia. Under Center's National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption Program, funded by the government and people of Sweden through the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, or SIDA, the radio program serves as an engagement, coordination, and advocacy platform that rallies citizens and other stakeholders' support for the fight against corruption and bad governance. As part of this program, Center has established the Advocacy and Legal Advice Center known as ELAC. So the ELAC is an independent platform that enables citizens to freely report and seek redress to corruption and other integrity-related issues. We encourage our people to report issues about corruption to our ELAC via the following means. We have email address. The email address is elac@centar.org.lr. So it's ALAC@cental.org.lr. We also have the Facebook address is Centar ELAC. The hotline number 4432. That's the hotline number 4432. You can call and report issues about corruption to our Advocacy and Legal Advice Center. Both Orange and Lone Star GSM can call. You can use the number to call zero balance. You have no worries. It has already been paid for. So with zero balance, you can call. But the only thing we encourage every one of us to do is to make sure that we have basic facts for us to report or issues to discuss before we can call. If maybe we need access to information, we can call. We need legal advice, we can call so that we can have this done together. Center is located just opposite the John F. Kennedy Medical Center. You can come over and walk in. We have walking services, like you said, legal advice, access to information. We assist people in that light. The LSCC has hotline numbers that you can call to report issues about corruption. And the numbers are, so the LSCC is the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. So the LSCC is the one cloth with the responsibility of investigating and prosecuting all corruption-related cases or all corruption cases in Liberia. So the numbers to call the LACC 0555-395-728. Again, 0555-395-728. That's one of the numbers to contact the LACC. It's toll free, meaning it's free of charge. You can also call it when you have zero balance. You can call to report issues about corruption to the LACC. Or you just dial the short code 4048. 4048. That's the short code number to contact the LACC. The orange number 077 0776 6050. 0776 6050. So you can call the numbers to report issues about corruption to the LACC. Again, before you call the numbers, please make sure you have basic facts to help the investigators or our legal team so that they can be able to document those information or pieces of information that you will be supplied or giving to them. The war against corruption cannot be won by a single individual or institution. It requires all of us. That is the reason why we are doing everything and going all out to reach out to wherever you are, to the communities, to the homes, and wherever, so that we can create the consciousness and inform the people about what it is and how it affects them. So, the Integrity Watch radio program is very civil and informative with zero tolerance on the use of invectives and other denigrating comments. So guests who appear on this platform, they are guarded by the rules, and that's what we do, and that's how we do it on this program. Today is February 3rd, 2022, and this edition of the program is going to be playing host to a team from NAYMOTE Partners for Democratic Development. NAYMOTE recently released a report on President George Manning Weah's 4 years in office performance, promises that the president made, and they were able to track those promises, and they came up with a report, and that report was released. So yesterday we had the team from NAYMOTE, and we had a very fruitful discussion. So they are expected to appear today, so that we can dig deeper into the report to find out what were the findings, what are the issues that they discovered, whether the promises made by the president were executed, how many were executed, and how many still uh, have not been executed. Why? Maybe we can find out from them. So yesterday we had in studio Bako Shahibu. Bako Shahibu is a program coordinator at NEMO, and Joshua Cleon. Joshua Cleon is program officer at NEMO. So the both of them were in studio with us yesterday, and they are expected to be with us today in studio. We spoke with them. They said they were on their way, so we will be expecting them in the studio so that we can have the discussion today. But whilst we are waiting our guests, let us go to the next segment of our program. We'll begin with little things that matter. On the little things that matter, we want to greet His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, and trust, hoping that he's doing well this morning. And also to the people of Liberia and all those listening and viewing us right now, wherever you are, however you are listening, we say good morning. And if you are in the diaspora, wherever you are, and which part of the world you are, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, maybe good night. Welcome to the program. It is called Integrity Watch. It's your integrity friendly program where we bring the issue about integrity and how all of us can build integrity in our homes and in the way we believe and the way we act. So believe that you are doing well this morning and very focused and determined to steer the affair and especially the day's affair of the country today. So we hope that we're going to have, as usual, you know, a fruitful day and well focused on delivering for the people of Liberia. Your Excellency, we still want to remind you about things that you said and what we expect of you in this 2022, and we hope that you are going to do them and so that we can make the fight against corruption a reality. In order to make the fight against corruption a reality, it requires you, Your Excellency, doing the needful and making sure that people who are accused of corruption, they find their day in court and they either can exonerate themselves or they be held liable. And making sure also that when people are accused of being conflicted, you can request report. What has happened to it, we don't know. All of these reports are on your desk, Your Excellency. So the next segment is strictly to our lawmakers. We want to say good morning to them, to the Honorable Speaker and the Senate Pro Tem. I want to say good morning to the leadership of the Liberian Senate, the leadership of the House of Representatives, and the legislature in general. I want to say good morning and hope that you are, well this morning. All of you are doing well this morning and in spirit to do the Liberian people, the quote unquote Liberian people's business. I say that because if we really, really, in the interest of the people of Liberia, as we claim, we will pass laws that benefit the people and not laws that will protect ourselves. If we are actually in the interest of the people, we will ensure that our oversight responsibilities are taken very seriously, that line ministries and agencies are held accountable, and we ourselves can be accountable to the people that we serve. So if we really mean that we are serving in the interest of the people of Liberia, we will be open at all times for accountability, for audit. For audit, this body has, the late Auditor General said, they are never welcome audit. They never. It was one of a serious challenge, or one of the challenges that he faced. Until her passing, I spoke with the current Auditor General. He said, yes, modality are being worked out. I mean, I understood why he said that. But, I mean, the reality is you guys are not willing to be accountable. If you must come to equity, come with clean hands. So you who's supposed to be providing oversight over lands or line ministries and agencies, if you yourself not being accountable, how do you hold people accountable? So we must make sure that we are accountable. We must make sure that all mechanisms are put into place to ensure control and accountability of all public resources. So we want to plead with you in doing that. It means that you can pass laws like the anti-graft laws that are before you, especially the Liberian Senate. You can do the honorable thing by enacting those laws or those bills into laws so that we can have the fight against corruption being successful. We cannot have institutions established to fight corruption, and they don't have logistics, they don't have the legal reliance and all of the different tools that are required for them to execute their mandates. So if the LACC, the laws are needed so that they can be able to be independent, to see, to have prosecutorial power, to amend the law, the current law, and all of that. I mean, whistleblowers. Let us pass these laws in the interest. And one of the laws that I think would be very important for us to think about and to push for the passage also will be the Illicit Enrichment Act. This is a law that will shift the burden of proof on the shoulders of the accused. As it is now, if someone is accused of corruption, which we know very well, is very hard to prove because people usually call up for the Corrupt Act. When someone is accused of corruption, you who accusing the person, the burden of proof rests upon your shoulders. But if this law is enacted, what's going to happen is if I accuse you of corruption, you are going to be the one now to prove to the court that this person has lied. They're trying to malign my character. I've earned my money from this source or these different sources. They where I earned my money from, and I was able to live the lifestyle I'm living, to be live as a big boy or big girl, whatever you call yourself. I mean, these are things that we will want to see, especially when we say we are in the interest of the people of Liberia. Thank you ever so much. The next segment is elections and you. Elections and you is about educating the public about the electoral process, the laws governing the electoral process, the code of conduct, be it for political parties, be it for NEC officials, the laws, the new elections law, and different laws governing our electoral process. So last week we were on Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution. Like we said last week, all different laws have their backing from the Constitution of Liberia. So the elections law and all of the different laws that you see, the foundation of those laws are is the Constitution of Liberia. So today we are looking at the code of conduct for staff of the National Elections Commission. So the National Elections Commission has code of conduct for its personnel. So all those who are working with the Elections Commission, they must abide by this code. So Section 3 of the code, it reads, Section 3.1, it says, the code of conduct applies to all employees of the National Elections Commission, hereafter referred to as the Commission. Every employee of the Commission shall be committed to and comply with this code of conduct while he or she is at his or her working place or is carrying out his or her duties. The condition of employment shall also be included in this code. 3.2, it says every employee of the commission shall refrain from improper use of unauthorized information, of unauthorized release of information obtained in the course of his or her official duty with the commission. 3.3, the commission, by its constitutional mandate, shall ensure that all processes of elections for public officials, for public offices, including the executive, legislative branches, as well as chieftaincies and all referenda, are conducted in a free, fair, and transparent manner. 3.4, the Commission shall conduct elections in accordance with the United Nations and other international acceptable standards. Thus, when conducting these elections, personnel of the Commission shall not, in any form or manner, be corrupted, unduly influenced, or bribed, or controlled by any outside authority. 3.5, the Commission recognizes its pledge to deliver free, fair, and transparent elections and enlists the support of all stakeholders in Liberia as well as members of the international community to assist in the achievement of its goal. In furtherance of this mandate, employees of the Commission shall A, shall be committed at all times to act within his or her authority to condemn and prevent any violation, any violence, coercion, and intimidation related to elections. Shall not be biased and shall not do anything by way of action, attitude, or speech which indicates a bias or preference for any political party, candidate, or political party representative in the implementation of his or her duties. Shall at all times embrace a culture of fairness, neutrality, independence, and non-partisanship in its dealings with any registered political party or candidate, and subsequently will not act in a way that demonstrates partisan support for a candidate, political party, political actor, or political tendency. Shall create a friendly environment for representatives and agents of registered political parties and candidates through the facilitation of ready access to the offices and relevant documents of the Commission. Shall conduct itself shall conduct itself at all times in an appropriate manner, exercise sound judgment, observe the highest level of personal discretion, and ensure that all the employees of the commission apply standard of professionalism and integrity in all their work. Shall, pursuant to Article 18 of the Liberian Constitution, provide equal opportunity for work and employment regardless of sex, creed, religion, ethnic background, place of origin, or political affiliation, and all of the Commission employees shall be entitled to equal pay for equal work. Shall make reasonable attempts to ensure that its members and staff avoid any situation that may lead to conflict of interest that is or that is incompatible with the status of as personnel of the Commission. It also says, shall extend the participation access of stakeholders in the relevant processes of election organization on an equitable basis consistent with the law. Shall uphold its integrity and integrity of the electoral process and actively encourage all stakeholders to do likewise. So we'll stop here and just place emphasis on one of the points that we just read. The one that speaks about conflict of interest. We want to speak about that and then we will state why. Each of these says shall make reasonable attempts to ensure that its members and staff avoid any situation that may lead to conflict of interest or that is incompatible with the status as personnel of the Commission. With this, we want to remind all those who are in authority who should be leading the fight against corruption to ensure that the matter at the National Elections Commission is handled with care. It should be done speedily. Because the reason why we keep emphasizing on this because we are going to elections, the electionary period start this year and going forward. The Elections Commission will be engaged with different activities going to elections in 2023. So if the body will be engaged with electoral activities going to 2023, it means that those who are steering the affairs, this code of conduct says they should not in any way be conflicted. There are allegations of conflict of interest involving the chair of the National Elections Commission. So if that is not investigated as speedily as possible, there is serious potential that people will not want to trust information coming from this body. So that is the reason why it is important that we deal with it and we deal with it now. We should not treat this as any other corruption allegation. We should treat this with care because we want to make sure that this body is trusted. Electioneering periods are periods where people usually try to doubt information that comes from electoral bodies, people who are coordinating electoral activities. They are questioned, their integrity, their credibility are questioned usually. So if we must make sure that the people who lead in this process, the credibility of these people, can be undisputed. We must make sure that the allegation or all allegations of corruption or conflict of interest surrounding these people are investigated and the outcome made public. Because these people are like the referees. So we expect them to be neutral in the electoral processes. So if their neutrality will be seen, it means they should be clean in the context of the work that they're going to be doing, in the context of making sure that there will be fair play, there will be transparency, and there will be integrity in everything that they will do in terms of the electoral, leading to the electoral process. So we want to call on those in authority, the president, the LACC, and all those who are supposed to make sure that they lead on these kind of issues. They can pick it up and do it speedily and come up with something so that the public can be aware of what's happening at that body. Because we cannot go to elections and the people who steering the affairs of the electoral processes, they are being accused, they have allegations of corruption or conflict of interest hanging over their heads. So let's take all of the dark clouds, take them off, take them off the heads of those who are heading the electoral process, so that we can trust whatever thing that will come out of this body. So we want to plead with all of those who are concerned, so that we can take action and take action now. So those are things we want to talk about on the different segments of our program. So like we said, we're expecting team from NAYMOTE Partners for Democratic Development. We will be expecting them any part of the program, any time of the program they appear, we will have them. But however, we are continuing with the program. The program you are listening to is called Integrity Watch. It's a 1 hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is aired every Thursday on the ECOWAS Radio 91.5 FM and is relayed on Prime FM 105.5 on radio. We have come today to talk about integrity, and then we said over and over again that we will only succeed in the fight against corruption if all of us get to change the way we think about corruption. Yesterday we had an engagement with the movement for intellectual exchange in Flower Town. And like all of our engagements, people have always said to us that it is not possible for us to fight corruption in Liberia. It is not possible to make Liberia a corruption-free nation. It is not possible that we can eliminate corruption. It is not possible to even minimize corruption in Liberia. That's what people think. And what I've always said to people is the way we think is the reason why we engage the issue the way it is. That is the reason why we see corruption as a way of life. If we think about it differently, if we act that corruption is something that we can stand down and make sure that we eliminate it from our society, we can begin with ourselves. So if you begin by changing the way you treat others when it comes to little things that you have to share, stop always when you are given piece of task to perform or given something to share with your colleague. The next thing that comes to your mind will be how to cheat that person already. So if we start to change the way we think about each other, the way we act to each other, the way we act to our families, the way we even act to ourselves, we sometimes corrupt from our own selves. We harm ourselves and we think that it is someone else that we are harming. We do it to ourselves. So let us change the way we think. So that is the reason why this radio program is always going to tell you that you must be the change you want. Whatever change you want to see, if you want for corruption to be for Liberia to be a corruption-free nation, it means that you have to start it by doing the little things in your home. Start doing the same thing and expecting different results. We cannot succeed by doing the same old thing. We put people, we give you authority in the community, we give you piece of tax to perform in the community. The only thing you think about a scholarship for a group of people, the only thing you think about will be your sister, your brother, yourself, and people who are close to you. And the next thing will be people who will pay, who got a deeper pocket, will be the one to benefit from those things. So if we change the way we do these things, simply from our daily interaction, We can now, when we get into the public service, whether public or private sector, because even in the banks, people go there with a mindset of corrupting every day. So that is the reason why, people get to the bank, they delay, they have to perform a piece of tax, but because they want people to be subjected to paying bribe, so they delay in executing their tax. When you see the crowd in the place and everybody is bustling and hustling their way through, the next thing you will have to think about is to pay your bribe so that you can be served and served quickly. And all public, in all service delivery, all over the place. That's what happens in public, private sectors. So if we have to, we'll take a piece of job, the thing we have to do is to change the the service is more important, is what we are going there for. You are going to render a piece of to render services to the people. So if you are rendering services to the people through the job that you do, it means that put the service above all other things. If you do that, you're going to make sure that you minimize all of these things that we find ourselves engaging in the different places we find ourselves. So yes, we can make it. Yes, we can make Liberia a corruption-free nation. Yes, we can eliminate corruption from Liberia. We can build integrity in Liberia. We can do that only if you and me and you and myself working together, we can make it to happen. But we cannot have the same mindset and we think that it's going to change overnight. It's going to take you, it's going to take me, it's going to take you in the traffic, it's going to take you in the market, it's going to take you in the bank, it's going to take you in the public places, wherever you find yourself, you are going to make the change that you want to see. Be the change you want to see, and we can make Liberia a better place. Let us take a break. When we come back, we'll continue with our program. Let's take a break. Thank you. Thanks for rejoining us. If you are watching us via the Integrated TV, we say welcome back. If you are listening to us wherever you are and however you are listening, we say welcome back to the program Integrated Watch. It's a 1 hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is aired every Thursday on ECOWAS Radio and it's relayed on Prime FM in Monrovia. So my name is Sam Zota. I'm the Media and Communications Officer. My colleagues are behind the camera, making sure our visibility goes beyond the studio. So we want to provide you a little bit of update from the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. Currently, we have our team in Ghana. So the team headed by the executive director, the legal officer, and the coordinator of our ELAC program. They are currently in Ghana. They are currently in Ghana and attending forum there in Ghana. So they also going for experience sharing. So Ghana, Transparency International Ghana chapter, they are going there to be having a program. So they're going there so that they can also be able to share experiences. And after that, they're going to bring whatever they will see how the Ghana not integrated, but the Ghana Iraq program is succeeding and how they are moving in the fight against corruption in Ghana. We're going to bring those things here, best practices. So these are ways through which programs are implemented. The best thing to always go to copy best practices. So when you go and tour these places, see how they are engaging, how they are conducting their affairs, how they are fighting corruption in these places, and then when we come back, we do those things for our country. So all of these things that we are doing, they are all intended for us to, for the good of the mother's land. So we need every one of us. We must work wherever you are. Just work and know that you are working for the people of Liberia. You are working in the interests of the state and the people of Liberia. So we as civil society organizations, we are involved from our places of wherever we find ourselves. We are working in the interest of the people by ensuring that people who are public funds are accounted for and people can be aware of what corruption is, and we can make our homes, our places where we sell our offices, we can carry integrity to these places. So the team is in Ghana and they'll be coming back hopefully over the weekend. So beginning Monday, we'll have two teams going to the counties. So two teams will be leaving Monrovia to the counties. Team one will go to Bassa and Riverside. Team one will go to Bassa, Grand Bassa and Riverside. Team two is going to head for Bong and Nimba. Bong and Nimba will be team two. Why are the teams going into the field? So the teams are going to the field to conduct one initiative under our National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption Program known as the Open Expenditure Forum. So the Open Expenditure Forum brings together community members, county officials, women group, youth group, people with disabilities, and cross section of people come together in a single space, and the leaders of the county, they will come and they sit with their people in the dialogue, and they talk about development initiatives or projects that are being implemented in their counties. So the project management committee chairs or members of the project management committees, they will present to the people what projects have been implemented in the different counties, in the different districts, in the different towns, clients, and all of that. So the essence is for us to open governance. So for people to understand what's happening with their county social development funds. So when these people hear about these things, and we've also helped the citizenry through our portal. So we have a portal that we track development, county social development or county development funds. So we track, it's called the County Social Development Fund Portal. So on that portal, we have all of the counties and all of the projects that were earmarked to be implemented in these counties. So we also unveil the portal to the people and we tell them these are projects that were earmarked to be undertaken in district number 1, in district number 2, district number 4, district number 5, district number 6, 7, and so on. So when people see all of these things, and some of these projects, they see them, and some they don't even know who's doing these projects. So these are some of the reasons why we go into the county to distinguish what is being funded by county social development fund and what are the projects that are being funded by lawmakers. So lawmakers do undertake projects. So if it is a legislative support project, people can identify distinctly that this is a legislative support project. And if it is a county social development fund funded project, and they can identify this is a county social development funded project. So people can have an idea of what it is. And they can ask their leaders questions about how projects are being implemented and what the costs of these projects are all there. You will know how much it costs and all of these things. So I've said this that you in the communities, wherever you are, you have the right to ask people who come to the community to implement projects in your community. You can ask for the blueprint. It is your right. It is your money and they must account to you. If they came to your community to construct a bridge, let them show you the blueprint of that bridge. What are the quality of materials that should be used for that bridge? So if you see them, it helps you so that it keeps you makes you informed so that you can track how they implementing this project, the quality of materials that are being used. If you notice substandard materials being used for projects that were earmarked to use or maybe crushed rocks and steel rod, and they are using rather than they got inches of steel rod, different inches of steel rods. I think I can't remember all of them, but if they say they're going to use certain inch of steel rod and you see them using quarter rod instead of steel rod, you can raise the red flag and call the authority, not by engaging them into riot, not by obstructing them, but you can call on the leaders and tell them, say, these are things the people said they were going to do, but we see them doing X, Y, and Z. Why is it happening this way? And then the leaders can intervene. So we want to empower people with information. So when you are empowered with information, you can demand for accountability. So that's what we want to do, and that is the aim of it. So the teams are going to be in the counties and conducting these forums, and so people can be engaged with their leaders. Apart from that, we continue with our the international integrity forum. Continue with their engagements. They've been having meetings. The steering committees, the different committees have been having meetings, and they've been engaging. And they will very soon be going out into the field, into different counties, to conduct awareness about how all of us can join the fight against corruption. So the National Integrity Forum, it brings together the GAC, the LACC, the PPCC, the LERTR, the FIU, and all other integrity institutions in Liberia, including Central and other civil society organizations. So they work together for them to be able to advocate and push for how for a corruption-free nation, for us to work together to build integrity in our different across our different sectors. So that is the essence of the National Integrity Forum. They work as a unit, and they can conduct advocacy campaign and all of that. So they're going to be very soon going to be coming to your counties to create awareness about their activities. They've been having meetings, like I said. The the Integrity Club also have been engaging. They've been engaging with school administrations, and they've been installing bulletins. So they want the visibility of activities of the Integrity Club. So if the Integrity Clubs are conducting activities in the different schools or in the communities, their activities can be highlighted and placed in a bulletin so that students can see and know what's happening with the integrity club. So the bulletins are being placed at different schools. There are engagements ongoing with other schools, for them to conclude that process. Some of the processes are already been concluded. The bulletins have already been placed at some of the campuses already. So the ELAC continue to receive calls, continue to track the calls that are coming in. We're still, tracking those calls, and our partnership with different integrity institutions and government ministries and agencies remains strong. They've been very cooperative. They've been working with us to make sure that we all do this together, because the government has realized that they cannot do this alone. That is the reason why they embrace civil society organizations like Central and other organizations to work together to see how we can do this as a unit. So the yes, open expenditure, other programs, and different activities are ongoing, and we're going to the radio programs ongoing. The NIF members are going to be appearing one at a time, and that's what we're going to be doing over the period. So, I mean, That's all about that, and those are things that we are doing, and we look forward to engaging with you. And we don't mind, like we have said, this radio program is open to everybody. You can come. The only thing, I mean, we can interact. Come. If you are a civil society organization, you want to highlight activities that you are doing to promote accountability and transparency wherever you are, however you are doing it. We avail this platform to you. Just call us and then you come. Let's arrange it rather. You come and let us discuss. We can discuss how we're doing it. You are doing pretty good works in the different communities, but you don't have the platform to avail the things that you are doing. Call us. Come, let us sit down and talk. And on this platform, nobody comes on the platform and pay a dime. So we have, the two platforms are available to you. We have it on Truth FM, we have it on ECOWAS Radio, and this one is being relayed on Prime FM. I mean, you can just call us and we can arrange it rather. You come and we can engage with you and make your work visible. So again, civil society organizations, government institutions, I mean the government Liberia, Ministry of Information, I've extended invitation to the minister, the deputy minister, Minister Tumbo over time. But I mean, he has always been dodging. Let's come and talk about transparency and accountability in the governance process. How is this government committed to transparency and accountability? How are we doing it? What are we doing? This platform is for you. Come, let us talk about it. We can engage. Let's dialogue and make sure that we make Liberia a better place. So again, we want to open the line so that you have your say on the program. We have it is clear that our guests may not come in studio. I mean, what I mean, whatever it is, I don't know. But they assured that they were coming. But with time, it's kind of a time. I mean, we'll get back to them. We will rearrange for their appearance in the studio. So let us take a few calls and see how you can have your say on the program. If you are out there, you want to take advantage of this program, this platform is available to you. Call us and we can arrange so that you can come and talk about how you are contributing in your community or avail it to everybody. Just come, let us talk about it. Government of Liberia, come, let's talk. Let's say to the people of Liberia, what are we doing in terms of transparency and accountability? How are we ensuring that people who are accused are prosecuted? How are we ensuring that equity comes to bear in the fight against corruption? So let's open the line and have to say there are a couple of things we talk about. You want to make suggestions, you can call us now. Let us interact. Number to call 0779 000691 0779 000691. That's the number to call to be live on the program Integrity Watch. It's a 1 hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is aired every Thursday on ECOWAS Radio and it's relayed on Prime FM in Monrovia. So the number to call is 0779 000691 0779 000691. That's the number to call to be live on the program Integrity Watch. And let's hear you. Let's have a say on the program. Let's make this interactive. So you want to take advantage of this, you can call us. We can arrange. Like I said, next week we are going to see how we can have the NIF members the weeks coming after. NIF members to appear to talk about their work. We have our first caller on the line. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Okay, we lost our caller. We lost our caller. 0779 000691 0779 000691. That's the number to call to be live on the program Integrity Watch. It is a 1 hour radio program brought to you by Center. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Let's hear you. Your name and where are you calling from? George, let's hear you. Let's hear you. Okay. Okay. Yes, Josh, we do. So our program cuts across all sectors. Just just call your number to me quickly. Let me just write it down. The number is in the base phone, so you can call it so that I can. Yeah, 92. Okay. Okay, I got it, Josh. I got it. Thank you. Thank you. So 077 0779 00779 0779 Let's hear you. Yes, we report our workforce across all sectors of our country. So whether in the private or public sector. Let's get this caller. Your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Let's hear your name and where are you calling from? Okay, David. Let's hear you. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that political organization? Why? What is that you said? Non for profit. Why is your focus? Okay. David, let me get your number quickly. Yeah. 02281. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, 792391. I got it. Thank you, David. All right. Let's hear you quickly. You can have your say on the program in Takade Watch. You can call the number 0779 0000691. 0779 0000691. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that caller. 0779 0000691. That's the number to call to be live on the program in Takade Watch. 2 minutes to go. If you want to have to say, you can just do that quickly over 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Or whatever. Okay. The program you are listening to is called Integrity Watch, the 1 hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is aired every Thursday on ECOWAS Radio 91.5 FM and is relayed on Prime FM in Monrovia. So, it's relayed on Prime FM in Monrovia, and we are good. It's good to be on the radio this morning with the program. Like I was saying, our program cuts across all sectors of our country, whether you are in the private or public sector. We work along with you, civil society organizations. We work along with you. I mean, we can have that done together. So, okay, let's take this call quickly. Just let's hear you, Nima. Let's hear you, Morris. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, Morris. Yeah, I want you to call 4432. Just call that. Why you trying to explain? Just call 4432 right now. Call 4432 right now because we don't have time in our favor. We got next program coming up. So just call 4432 and then you can explain that to the receiver of the call. All right, okay. The program you've been listening to is called Integrity Watch. It's a 1 hour radio program brought to you by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. It is aired every Thursday on ECOWAS Radio. My name is Sam Zota. I'm the Media and Communications Officer at the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. My colleagues Mark Boandao and Geraldine T. Wandy have been behind the camera, making sure our visibility goes beyond the studio. Join us next Thursday for another edition of the program. Goodbye.